In this video, I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to split a single text file that has multiple lines into a series of separate text files, all labeled by their position in the original file. We're going to use a Cloudmersive Document Conversion connector action as the key step in our flow. Let's start by clicking Create and selecting the Instant Cloud Flow option. We're going to manually trigger our flow so we can have full control over our data in a limited test scenario. Let's click Add an Action and search for a Get File Content action. The example file I'm using is stored in OneDrive, and it's just a simple text file with 4 lines labeled line 1, line 2, and so on. Once we're all done, let's click Add an Action once again. And this time, let's search for Cloudmersive connectors. Let's scroll down to the Cloudmersive Document Conversion connector with the green logo, and let's click See More to look at the connector actions list. If it's our first time using this connector, we'll need to authorize our connection with a free tier API key before we can reach the actions list. We can get one of those by registering a free account on the Cloudmersive website, and this will allow us to make 800 API calls per month with no additional commitment. Once we reach the actions list, let's scroll down to the bottom and look for the action called Split a Single Text File into Lines. Let's go ahead and select it once we find it. Looking at the Parameters tab for this action, we only have 2 generic fields to satisfy. We just need to enter our file content into the first field, and then give our file a name with a txt extension in the second field. After that, we're all done and we can minimize this tab. The best way to see the utility of this action is to create new files with our split text lines. So let's go ahead and click Add an Action once again. And then let's search for a Create File action. Let's first select our target folder from the folder path field. And then let's move on to the file name field. Within this field, we can select dynamic content called line number to name our file based on the line it came from in the original text file. Once we select that option, Power Automate will automatically wrap our action in a control called for each to account for the fact that this operation will be generating multiple unique text files. We can then add a txt extension to specify the file type. And finally, in the content field, we can select a dynamic content called line contents to fill each text line with the appropriate text from each line in our file. Now our flow is ready to test, so let's minimize our Parameters tab and then save and test our flow. In our target folder, we should now have exactly 1 new text file per line in our original document. Just like that, we have an easy and extremely organized method for splitting up our text files and storing them in our Microsoft ecosystem. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Power Automate tips and demonstrations.